Hey traders, it's market update time. Let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Alright, let's get straight into the market update. So we're going to have a quick look at what happened in the market yesterday. Shoo, up we go. We can actually see this is the Dow Jones hourly chart, and I wanted to share this with you because I actually had a bit of a support and resistance line going on through here. If you go back towards these lows, that the market is having a lot of problems going on through there somewhere. Market is having a lot of problems getting through there. So, and I was saying yesterday that if the market doesn't hold and rally up above this 17,600 level, then it's likely to tank and penetrate. I don't know that word. We're likely to break past these support levels. It actually didn't. It ran up. It actually went. The first hour just took straight off. And I was saying yesterday that if we don't hold and run up, we're likely to run down. But if it does run up and close above that 17,600, we're likely to race back up towards this resistance level. And you can see on the short-term intermediate, that's exactly what happened. Now, I didn't know what was going to happen. No one knows what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm just giving you scenarios. So if it breaks above 17,600, it's likely to go and have a race back up towards there. And so that's what we can see that happening on the markets, guys. But you can see what actually happened. The market actually ran up, and it was only the first 2 hours up, and then the rest of the day was just sideways. But the very last hour ran up, came down, and we had a bit of a selling volume spike at the very end of the day with a reversal candle. What that means, I don't know. It's an hourly chart that I don't really try too much to focus on that, but that's what I do see. So overall, guys, all the markets had a big up day. 1.2% on the Dow, 1.3% on the S&P, Russell 2.2%. The Nasdaq also had a 2%. Everything looks like it's racing to the high side, right? So everything looks like it's just going well, and everything's good, and we're likely to probably see new highs. That's what people are thinking, right? That's what the mainstream's thinking. I have to show you a chart, guys, or show you some charts that I think will get you thinking. I'm an analyst, and I'm a trader. And I'm in this market, and I have a lot of money in this market. I'm not a guy that just does these videos and just walks on and just does something else. No, this is my profession. This is what I do for a living. You know, that's like I trade the market for a living. So I'm always looking at the markets, and I'm always analyzing. And I got up this morning and I looked at the markets. I'm like, okay, I was really shocked to see that. I was surprised to see the market actually took off, like, you know, 1.5%, sometimes 2% on the upside. I was really shocked to see that. But the thing is that I was looking at the markets, and I was saying, okay, what's really going on in these markets here? What's really happening in this market here? So I started bringing up line charts, and I started looking at line charts. And again, guys, I am not looking for evidence to support what I've been saying for the last couple of months, that I think this market's going to come down and break new lows for the year. See, I've 16,000. I did say at the start of the month, May, that I think we're likely to get a big down. We're likely to get a big down month. The month's not over yet, but it may not happen, and I may have been wrong about, yes, we may get a big down month. Now. During the whole month of May, we've been slowly stepping down, but we haven't got a big crack like the last couple of times. So I am not looking for evidence to support what I've been saying in the past. That's not what I'm all about. What I'm all about is saying, okay, what is this chart really telling me? And am I on the right side of this market if I am trading the market, you know, like this? So if I am, then I always want to be on cautious of what I'm actually seeing here. So for me, guys, what I do see is I'm looking at this hourly chart on the Dow Jones, And I still am not on a bullish scenario here. I still don't see this being really bullish and we break up to new highs. Again, I could be wrong, but I am a trader and I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, and I've actually got positions still on the short side. And I see this Dow Jones here. I see this Dow Jones and I see how this market's had this low point through here and it's made this low point through there. And you can see how it's made this low trough through there, and the Dow Jones is just right there where it is right now. Now, I actually said a couple of videos ago that, hey, we may get a run up to the 17,000, close to the 17,800 mark where this resistance is, and then falter there and then break down. And that alone, if you let's bring up a blue, that alone will bring up this shoulder formation on the weekly chart, and then we break. I don't see this running up and breaking new highs. I just don't see them. Again, I am going to be a trader. I have to trade what I see. And for me, guys, what I see is that this is very, very, it's not strong at all. I don't see any strength at all. So let me just bring up. So let's go have a look at the S&P. Oh, that's the SLV chart. The S&P chart on the line chart, that is, of course. And I want to show you once again. I want to show you what I see, and what obviously what I'm seeing through here on the S&P. Let's take everything off the screen. And once again, guys, I'm looking at this chart, and I just see the velocity of this market that's moved up like this. And I see that I'm just looking at this chart here. I'm just seeing, okay, right now we can actually see this market is obviously break and made a sort of a low here. And we're at this resistance point right now. I think this could be a real fouling point, and this is likely to happen. And then maybe we start to get a big down move. The way this market's working, the way this market's acting up here, and the way we've seen this big move, weekly move up through there, I don't think this is going to just continue just racing up to new highs, break above here, and just continue up. I just don't think that. I think we're likely to maybe fail through here. Even if it's a little up move through there, I think we're likely to fail, and then maybe start to roll out. This will create once again, a shoulder, a head, a shoulder on the weekly chart, and then break down. You can actually see, guys, that when we had this big run up after the flash crash, guess what? We came down, ran up, we came down, made a lower trough, lower peak, and then the market came all the way. Market started breaking down as well too. So again, guys, I don't see this market being on a curve to be breaking down. Same for the Russell, and especially the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq is very, very, very weak. And once again, guys, you can see what's actually happening here. But this move up here so far has been identical to what we saw, obviously back in 2008. And we can see, guys, if I bring up my pen, you can see this last little, once we made this major lower trough and then we made this double top and a run down, we had a rally up to the lows of that double bottom, and then we broke down. What we've got right now, we've got a lower trough, double top, run down. We've actually got a run up, and we're still at the lows of that double top. What do I mean by that double top? If I go back, let me just bring my chart back up over here to 2008. And what I'm talking about here is when the market made a major lower low, ran up, made this double top. You can see this point through here. You can see this point, the market ran up and it just stopped right at this sort of double top formation on this weekly chart. Came down, ran back up, and then dropped. Okay, after making a major low. So that was 2008. What do we see right now? Right now, what do we see? We actually see, and let me bring up a line here. We actually see the market made a lower low. It ran down, it ran up. It's made like a little double top. It's run down. Guess where it is right now? It's running up into that area of resistance. So guys, for me, this is not. I'm not saying, oh, this is going to be bullish and we're going to race new highs. I don't think so. Yes, we're getting a bit of up move, but again, for me, long term, guys, I am definitely bearish on this one. And looking at things like the transportation average, guys, I'll show you the daily chart on this one. But the transportation average is still very weak, very weak. It's not breaking up. It's not creating new highs. It's double top. Transportation is obviously one of the leaders, and so we can it's very important that we we look at this, because it shows you what's going on. And if you look at the if I show you my daily chart here, look at this, look at the transportation average. The market's run down through here, and it's slowly running up through there. And even though all the US market had a big up day, this had like a 0.5% up day. And you can see what actually happened. It rallied up and came down and still closed below through there. So this is actually very, again, it's not a strong sign for me overall. I just don't see there's going to be a lot of upside. I don't believe we're going to break above 145. We may get a little bit more movement in the transportation average, but I don't believe 145 we're likely to break through. I don't believe we're likely to start doing that. I believe we're likely to start doing this more than anything else. Looking on the transportation average, and if you look at that weekly chart, yeah, it's definitely not something that I want to be getting into. So looking on things like SLV had another nice little run down to the downside. It's beautiful. I'm absolutely loving this. I'm getting ready to buy more silver, or the SLV ETF. I'm not actually buying silver, I'm just doing the options. But by looking at this and by looking at the trades, yeah, you've got a lot of stuff going on through here, and I believe that this market is getting ready to have a nice turning point soon. So I like that, and I also like the obviously GLD. GLD is having a real nice pullback. It's pulling back harder than I thought it would. Again, I'm not actually in GLD at all. I'm in SLV. I've got positions in that just for I've got options that are expiring next year. But I'm not in GLD at the moment. I don't have I don't have any GLD right now, but I'm looking to get into it. But by looking at this, guys, and by looking at this what's actually happening through here, this is the last sort of 3 months worth of data, and maybe if we. There may be something going on through here that I may be making it up as well too. So it's actually a tough one here. We're definitely in this sideways channel. It did run up and then we broke back down towards these lows through here. Now, if you have a look at the where are we here? GDX, which is obviously the let me just open this chart up, which is obviously the gold miners ETF, has obviously had a 5.5% pullback. Very volatile ETF, as you can see, very volatile ETF. And we're having a slight pullback. You would expect a pullback anyway, guys. Like you've seen this market rally up through there. If you have a look at this here, we've actually had that point down through there, and you can see how that there, once it actually started breaking, then we started to break up to new highs. I see there's a lot of support levels through there where it is right now, and even just below it as well too. You can see just below that level through there. So where we are right now, guys, is definitely there's a lot of resistance up through there where it actually paused. So we're just going through a bit of a pause support level. So it came down. It's getting close to this support level right now. So this may be a point where where all the gold stocks go for another run again. It may be. So, but in any event, guys, I'm looking to get into GLD or maybe even SLV more as well too. I like the whole silver market myself. So, yeah, guys, that's what I do see on the market. So let's just see what happens. Let's just see what plans out. I really feel something big's about to happen in this market. We do know we have that Brexit vote coming up next month as well too, and a possible rate hike. If those things come together, then the market could just absolutely just crap itself. Especially with the rate hike, we saw if they do a rate hike, you know what's going to happen to the market, right? It's just like look what happened at the start of the year. So all in all, guys, that's what I do see. I do think, once again, looking at the Dow Jones and looking at this weekly chart, guys, I don't think, and I am not a bullish man, and I'm saying this on video right now, and I'm not a bullish man. I don't think we're going to race new highs. I think we're going to maybe even if we get a little bit more upside, I think we're likely to stall here. We can see really clearly of where we're at right now. That this level through here is indeed a support level, so we may race up to the 18,000 level. But if we do, we're likely to pause, and then this is likely to happen. We're likely to break back. We're likely to break down towards this target through here, which is my first target is 17,100, 17,200, somewhere around about there is my first target. And then if that doesn't hold, then I see new lows coming. So when that happens, I don't know, but within this target here, within this target formation, I have a target of 17,100, 17,200. This here is where I have a target over the next. Geez, I don't have a time frame on it. I just have a target through there, and that's where I think this is going to hold. So probably over the next couple of weeks to a month, I think we're likely to see at least that. But we just don't know. We just don't know what's going to happen. But I do have a target of that there. So I think we're like hold there and then rally and then drop straight back down. And then I think we're likely to see this is a minimum target, but if the shit really hits the fan, we're going to penetrate this level and we're going to go all the way down. I'm not going to BS you here. Trading is hard. Over my 10 years of trading, I've learned some amazing systems and strategies, and I've put it all in my brand new Grab the Markets by the Balls course, and I'm giving you 100% free access. This whole course is 12 videos long and almost 10 hours of the best systems and strategies that I know. Click on the image below now to get 100% free access right now.